Hello there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I will be doing an update on my portfolio of December 2023 over £100,000 portfolio, including my SIPP. So the topics we'll cover in today's video is going to be firstly the cash held. So this is my emergency fund, the stocks and shares ISA update. So the money that I've been investing over the last 2.5 years. My SIPP update, which I haven't spoken about yet in this channel, so I'll go through the the finances on that side, and my plan for 2024 going forward. So cash held, currently we've got about £20,000 in cash. This is our emergency fund, so you can't really consider it as cash held, but nonetheless, we've got this money between me and my partner where, if one of us loses our job, then we've got a fallback plan. This is stored or saved in an easily accessible bank account. So, I've made a video on this previously. We're earning just over 5% interest, I think, risk-free a year. The next update I've got here is the stocks and shares ISA update. So this is the money we've been investing for just over 2 years now. So I started investing in May 2021 after COVID lockdown in the UK. We started off with S&P 500 and Life Strategy 100. And we continued investing on that for, I think, just over 2 years. In the recent months, I sold all my holdings in S&P 500 and the Life Strategy 100, changed it to FTSE All World. The returns to date on this stocks and shares ISA has been just over 22%. Now, obviously, one thing we need to consider here is that this is above the average 10% nominal returns that you can expect from a stock market based on the previous past performance. So although this is an exceptional year, in the next year or the coming years, the returns could be lower, and therefore this shouldn't be a surprise, because nobody's going to be expecting 22% a year on stocks and shares, especially in an index fund. The next portfolio update here is my SIPP. So for those of you who don't know what SIPP is, this is the self-invested pension plan. So this is basically my pension money that I have accrued over the last 10 years working. Following the pandemic, I learned about investing and, more importantly, about my pensions as well, which I don't think many people in the world know how they work and the importance of the pensions as well. So previously, I had 2 pensions with my previous employments, and they were sitting in their default investment funds. And because I didn't know what investments were, they were default on a very low risk assets such as cash, bonds, and equities in households and stuff like that. So very little exposure to the stocks and shares, funds in the market. So what I've done is I've moved both of my funds from my previous employments into Vanguard SIPP. Now, obviously, if you consider doing this, please, double check your pensions, maybe even speak to a financial advisor, because you may have a better pension perks than I had. Mine was just a defined contribution, so I had no other benefits other than the assets in terms of the money I held. So what I've done is moved them into the SIPP. In the SIPP, it's basically the same as our stocks and shares ISA, and this is because I've got another at least 25 years before I want to consider retiring, if you like. So these funds are invested in, again, FTSE All World, and when I approach my retirement age, maybe I'll try to dilute it down into a different type of funds, maybe add a bit more bonds in and make it a bit more reliable and less volatile. So in my SIPP, I've currently got £93,500 with a total gain of just under £11,000 over the last 2 years. And the returns on this has been 16%, just over 16% year to date. Now, in this, again, initially I started off with S&P 500 and Life Strategy 100. And as with the other smaller stocks and shares ISA side, I've sold all of that and brought the All World Index Fund. here I'm just trying to show you the where the growth has come from. So the S&P 500, which is the largest 500 companies in the US, has gone year to date over 24% return. So I think that's where most of the growth has come from on S&P 500 or anybody's investment platforms these years. So if you have invested in S&P 500, then this year is quite exceptional, returning twice as more than the average over the the nominal returns that you would expect to get. Going forward, my plan for 2024. So I think I will be making a video once per month where we will go through investing £100 per month into a stocks and shares ISA. This is to show you the ups and downs of investing on a monthly basis and how this money then turns into positive returns, hopefully in the long run. Obviously, I will continue investing into my stocks and shares ISA in the background, continue to do these monthly portfolio updates, and hopefully make more videos on personal finance, investing, and well-being in general. So thank you for watching. I hope you find these updates useful. Happy investing. Stay tuned. Cheers. Bye.